F-150 Raptor is an amazing off-road vehicle, absolutely loved by the automotive press. This can do some amazing things. Long travel suspension, basically it's a stadium truck that you can buy yourself for amazing off-road fun and on-road. But the thing with the F-150 Raptor, it's big. With its wide track, it's even wider than a regular F-150. I think it's about 6 to 7 inches wider than a regular F-150. So when it's time to go on trails and doing off-roading, you know, it's one thing doing it's one thing going through the desert, but when you're on tight technical trails that were mostly developed by smaller Jeep CJs and stuff like that, the F-150 Raptor doesn't fit. But Ford has recently remedied that situation with the Ranger Raptor. Hi, this is Joe from Way Scarff Ford Isuzu, and today we're going to talk about this 2024 Ranger Raptor. Let's dive in. This Ranger Raptor is an absolute amazing off-road vehicle. I think it's up to like 11 inches of suspension travel. It's capable of getting air. Don't go crazy. I remember that viral video of the original F-150 Raptor doing a huge jump and then all the airbags going off, totaling the vehicle when it hit the ground. Don't do that. But in off-road situations, going through the deserts, going over some little jumps and stuff like that, this is perfectly capable of getting air. We have a reinforced off-road suspension, longer control arms for a wider track. The track on this is about 4 inches wider than a regular Ranger. Then we also have a steering rack specifically designed for the Ranger Raptor for all those off-road antics. Then we have a twin valve Fox off-road shocks with adjustable dampening and rebound. The Ford engineers have lots of expertise with the F-150 Raptor, which has been around for quite a while, and the Bronco Raptor. And all that amazing knowledge has been applied to the Ranger version of the Raptor. This thing is fantastic, and it's a lot more affordable. You know, the F-150 and the Bronco Raptor, they can easily get into close to six-figure territory, $80,000, $100,000 depending on how they're equipped. The Ranger Raptors have an MSRP right around $60,000 depending on how they're equipped. And it has the same twin-turbo 3-liter V6 that we find in the Bronco Raptor. It makes a little over 400 horsepower. The horsepower and torque is slightly more on the Bronco Raptor, not because they're trying to neuter the Ranger, but it just has a different exhaust system. The way the exhaust is routed versus the Bronco, it just makes a little bit less horsepower, but it's very slight. This thing's really quick, 0 to 60 in a little over 5 seconds. It can do the quarter mile in a little over 14 seconds at 97 miles an hour. So even though this thing's an off-road machine, this thing is a lot of fun to drive on-road. This suspension, the big wheels and tires will soak up bumps, uneven pavement like a breeze. You have a nice, cushy, comfortable suspension that gives you a luxury-like ride on-road. But on off-road, you can do some high-speed